Hey guys, and welcome to a little bit of a different video. So this is Kingdoms and Castles, and it's really not that related to my channel, but you know what, it's a fun game, and I figured I'd do an episode of it just to see if you guys like it or not, and if you guys do like it, we can maybe continue it as a short side series. I don't know. From time to time, it's just kind of fun to try different things, and I've had this one sitting around for a while, and I've wanted to test it out. So we'll go ahead, we'll hit new game. And, I mean, I've played around in this a little bit, so we'll do standard mode, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and try the hard mode, because that's a little bit more of a challenge, and I have played this, I've played this a little bit before, so, yeah. This is not a very good seed. You can change stuff around quite a bit, so I think I'm gonna do a large map, and I want it to be mostly land. So, we'll try this again. That's pretty decent. Well, okay, we do have stone over here, so as long as we have access to stone and iron, that's good. There's stone right here, too. And is there more around here? There's not. Okay. And then there's lots of stone here, but no iron. So we kind of need iron. There's only one thing of iron on this entire map, so we'll go ahead and change it again, I think. Let's see. So there's several major islands on this. It looks like there's 3 things of stone, quarryable stone that is. That's going to be important, so we definitely need access to it. There is an iron deposit that we would have access to. There's iron and stone on this little island, so that could be good. There's stone and iron here as well, and lots of stone over there, so that's actually pretty good. There's not a lot of trees on this, but I think I'm going to go ahead and we'll start on this one, and we'll go ahead and take this because there's a nice spot here that we can use for farming. So we'll go ahead and accept this. I kind of like, let's see. Maybe we'll call it Crimson Wing? I don't know. Let's see. I think, yeah, we'll go ahead and call it Crimson Wing. We can always change it if you guys have another idea. But yeah, we'll go ahead and try this for now, and I'll go ahead and accept that. And here we go. So first of all, there's no population on any of these, but we're going to start off here. And I think, so all this dark green is something we want to save for farming. But all of this larger area here is where we're going to have actual towns and stuff. We want to probably be pretty close to this stone. And there's a pretty large open barren area right in this area. So what I think I'm going to do is we'll go castle, we'll go keep, and we'll put that to start off with, we'll put it right here. I'm going to rotate it like this. And so the first thing we'll do is we'll have some of our people start chopping down some of these trees. I tend to keep it running pretty quickly, although maybe I won't just immediately because I'm going to be explaining some things too. So the first thing we want to do, we already got our advisors. So these guys will give us advice on the different things that need to happen. And the first thing we really want to do is we'll go town, we'll go road. Oh, we gotta chop these trees. So I'll start putting a road out from here. So the first thing we want to do is we'll go road, and we need to get over here to this dark green area, and then we need to put a farm in because we need to make sure we're gonna have food. In fact, let's put 2. Now, our people are pretty busy. They're doing a lot of different things, but as long as someone we'll make sure that they get to this, chopping this tree down here. In fact, I'm going to tell them to not chop all of these down. Nope, I didn't want them to do that. Nope, never mind. Let's not do that one. I want to make sure somebody goes to these. There we go. So as long as they're going to do that, we should be good. These guys are working in the field, so that's also good. And now that we have people working there, we can go ahead and tell them to chop down some of these other ones, because what we need to do, oh dear, it's winter time. This is not good. Our happiness is declining because these guys do not have homes, but we need to set this up. So maybe what I'll do is I'll go like this, and then we'll put We'll put a hovel right here just so that these guys actually have somewhere to live, because it's not going to be very fun to be out in the open in the winter. And I imagine some of them probably like shelter in the castle there, in the keep. But you know what? It's better to have an actual home for them. So now that that's finished, we can go ahead. We'll put this here. We can do that. Oh dear. Already we have a flood, or a thunderstorm, and it flooded one of our farms here. So we got to put in some more, and I'm going to go ahead and do that because we want to make sure that we have enough place for us to have enough food. You can see it's definitely declining. Now, we are playing on hard mode. It's going to be pretty difficult to balance this all out, so it's definitely something we want to be cautious of. Now, we do need some of them. Ooh, we need some of them to start building. I'm going to turn off some of these farms because they didn't all flood. So let's make sure somebody chops down a little bit of this wood, and then we're going to put in some more hovels here. We will be changing some of this layout soon, but we need to get more people in our kingdom because it's still very, very small, and we probably want to see a little bit larger kingdom here so that we actually have people to do things. So 60 happiness is not bad. That's actually about average. I'm not going to complain about that. Now, let's see here. What we'll need is we'll want to get another hovel built, and that'll start getting us more people eventually to be able to do more jobs. So once we have the wood for this, oh dear. Alright, let's see if anything floods, or where might flood, and then we'll open or close farms according to which one is going to be okay. So far these seem to be alright. This one might go, because you can see there's a puddle right there. Hopefully it won't. It's a little bit less advanced anyway. I'm going to go ahead and build another hovel here, and we'll put that in. And then I think what I want to do... Honestly, I kind of want to demolish this one already. It's not usually the greatest to get rid of stuff immediately, but it's kind of in a bad spot. I just threw it down there because we had to. So I think I am going to demolish it, and we should still have people be able to move over there. Yeah, because this will give us the chance to demolish some of these excess roads that don't need to be here. And then what we can do is we can put... I'll probably put a town square here. We can, well, we'll change some of these roads around a little bit eventually too. I'm going to make sure we have people keep chopping these down. We need to get a forest or two, and so I'll probably put that somewhere around these rocks, because that would make sense because we're already going to have to run a road out there. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and run a road here, and we'll have people start chopping down some of these trees just to get them out of the way. And we'll keep the road going this way. Now this is running through some somewhat fertile areas, but I don't think we're going to try and use only the really good areas for food. I'm actually going to open up another farm now that we have more people, because that'll help bring in even a little bit more food. Okay, what are you guys telling me? Yeah, so right now the peasants are not the happiest with us. They're actually doing pretty well, but we definitely want charcoal. We usually can't get that right away. There's generally some more important things that need to be put in first, but we want to make sure that we do get that in pretty soon here. So I'm going to start building off this way a little bit. We can maybe chop down some of these trees. And we need to build some more hovels. So this is barren, this is barren. That means it's a good place to put a hovel, because you're not going to be able to grow anything there. In fact... we can actually put some hovels on this side too. Oops. There we go. And we'll even put one right there. And so that'll open up a lot more spots for people to come and live in the city. So we'll go ahead and chop down some of these trees. And I'm also going to chop some down over here. This is going to be the area where we try and put our foresters though. And so we want to be kind of open. There's actually a tree growing right there. So we want to be a little bit judicious about how we do this though. Now as for industry... we do need stone to be able to get that, so the first thing we've got to do is actually build a quarry. And to do that, we need even a little bit more wood, and so we'll probably put that like right here. And there we go. So we can actually start quarrying up some stone now. We've got quite a few beds, so we probably don't really need to build anything more just yet. But what I'm gonna start doing is kind of fixing the placement of some of these roads. We can demolish some of these. That should give us some, oh, it's maybe not giving us resources back. Great. That's fine. But I'm gonna get rid of some of the roads. I just try to keep them in a relatively orderly way because it'll help us later on to have a good layout set up here. And so that'll be kind of a that'll be kind of a cool thing. So, and kind of an important thing. Let's see here. So go. I'm gonna wait until the snow melts before I start building more roads because we want to be able to decide where to send some of them through. So I think I'm going to have some of them kind of circle around. This will eventually be good for our iron mine too. And I'm going to demolish this and this. Hopefully that won't affect the farms. I think it might affect building farms, but I don't think it'll cause an issue with the farms we have. So let's open this. And we're starting to get stone, so I'm actually going to job prioritize. Okay, everybody's actually doing fine, so we don't need to really prioritize that too much. In fact, we've actually got some idle people, but I think I'm gonna boost... Well, no, I'm gonna leave it the way it is. But what we'll do is we'll start putting in some more farms, because now that we have more people, they're gonna start to be, we're going to start to be needing more, and the first thing we want to do is get some wells down, because that'll help us in the event that there's a fire, and fires do happen in this, and they can be pretty annoying if we don't handle them. So the first wall we want to build is probably, okay, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, if we put it here, we can put a well there, and we'll put a well right here. That'll protect it pretty well for now. Eventually we'll want to have some more in this area too, and we're going to put one right in this corner, but we need some more stone before we can do that. Now, I'm going to chop down a little more wood, and then we'll try and get another quarry in there, so let's go ahead and we'll put in a road this way, and try and take advantage of that for a quarry so that we can have a little bit more stone coming in, hopefully, and we'll even put one right there. But the other big thing we want to build is going to be the forester. So we need 5 stone for that. We've got to build up our resources a little bit more, and we've got to see more people start turning up so that we have more people to do the jobs that need to be done. But we'll get there. We're starting to get there. Now, I'm going to leave this space, this row right here. I'm going to leave that empty because that's eventually where we'll put a wall. But this area, we'll want to make sure we're building it. And so, what I think we'll do, I'll maybe save that space for a tavern. This is going to be a town square. And we'll put this road, so 1, 2, 3. We'll put this right here. And we'll start building roads out this way too. We definitely want to make sure we've got room for more people though. So here we are. I think what we can do is we can actually put another hobble here, and I'm going to put them back to back. Is that facing the right way? Yes. And we'll build a road down here so that they can easily access their homes. Generally a 4x4 grid is not, so with 4 spaces in between is not a bad pattern. Okay, we're doing fine on food because of that, and I know we're going to get larger houses soon. So we should actually have enough now to do the forester, so yeah, we can put that in. We've got some quarries right here, and I think I'm going to put, oh dear, so if we put one here, then we'll kind of have to, we'll have to make kind of a mate for it, I guess. So what we'll do is go up here, and we can put this here, and that's where we can put the forester. So, not a quarry. The forester here. If we put one right there, then we should be able to put another one over here, because this is the region it'll be working in, and that'll replant some of the trees that'll be closer to this. So that should be good, and we can actually put in another quarry here, I might turn off one of these quarries. In fact, I think I will. Because I don't want too many people. So, like... Oh, we're doing pretty well. We don't have anybody idling currently. And our food is still doing fine, so we don't really need to worry as much about that. Now, we've got a lot of stone because we have so many quarries running, so I'm going to put a well here. That'll cover the farms. I'm actually going to put... Oh, good heavens. Just in time. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm hearing that. The music startled me. Oh, then stuff is on fire. Great. This is why we need wells, because some of our farms are getting destroyed by this. I thought the music was my phone. I keep thinking I'm hearing my phone, and it's not actually my phone. So I'm going to close these farms down when winter comes because I want to kind of localize it over by the roads. We will eventually start utilizing these ones again too, but for now we don't really need them. So I'm actually going to close that and close this one. But that fire is exactly why we needed a well. If that well had been there, they probably could have got the fire out and we wouldn't have lost that. Now, before this forester gets too busy, I'm actually going to go ahead... Oh, we don't have enough. Great. I was going to say I'm actually going to go ahead and put in another quarry there, but we need more wood. So, oh, we've got people who are actually idle right now, too. That's no good. Idle hands are not good in this game. You definitely want to make sure you're having as many of your people actively working, oh great, as you can. That's exactly where I didn't want you to plant a tree. I wanted to put a quarry right there. We're going to turn it off, but, well, actually maybe we won't because we do have idle people. So, we might not want to. Alright, there we go. Place the quarry down. Maybe I'll leave this one functioning. And we can turn off this one once it's done. So we should be... Ooh, we might need... Well, we didn't have as many farms as we probably needed, so this should be enough for this year, I think, but we do want to start putting in granaries. I'm actually going to turn off this one. Oh, that actually made some people go idle. Okay, so I'm going to have some of them chop down these trees, and out here is going to be where we'll start to put in, like, granaries and stuff. We're going to want to probably run, so the wall will go right here. We probably will want to run another wall along here, or another road, excuse me. This will eventually be where we can get iron. Oh, that iron's actually completely blocked off, isn't it? That could be a bit of a problem. We might have to get a port then. Shoot, I didn't realize it was completely blocked off. We have to be able to remove these first if we're going to want to to access that iron. Great. We should at least be able to build a dock. Yeah. I think we could build a dock. We can build a dock. We just need to actually have our treasury started. Alright. I know. We're going to start working on that. So let's build our first larger house, maybe. Or first of all, let's build a town square, because that's a nice thing to have. We'll put that here. And then maybe what we'll do is we'll put... What can we put in? We can put a tavern. Taverns are kind of important. And then... Oops, that's not a good place to have it, probably. What we could probably do is... How can we do this well? We can put... Well, here, I'm going to take that off for a second. Let's see. We could put in a cottage... Or you know what, because we need, the other thing we need is we'll need a library and we'll need wherever it went, we'll need a treasury. So I'm going to put a tavern here that'll help improve happiness. And then we'll put those other things back here where they can kind of join on the castle maybe. We'll see if we can get that to look decent. It can be kind of hard to make things look nice sometimes, but the other thing we do need is more housing. And we can finally build cottages. So let's put one here. And that'll start to give us more room, and we can put another cottage when we have more supplies. We can put it over here. Now, eventually we'll want to actually go to manors. Manors are the best form of housing in the game right now, and so we'll want to go to there eventually. Now, we have... Okay, we need more stockpiles. I don't think the stockpile thing actually affects that much. It just kind of gets on you about it if you're not... if you're not careful, but I'm going to put another forester here. so that we can make sure we continue to have enough wood. And that'll put trees in that area. And then our food seems to be doing fairly well, but we probably could stand to put in a granary. Now, we'll put a granary right over here. We'll have someone come chop that down. We actually are out of beds, so it's a good thing we're building more cottages. And we really do need to up our wood production there. And what I'll do is we have a granary here. So I can go ahead and put that in once these trees have been chopped down. Or actually, first of all, let's build another cottage because we're going to be running out of space again if we're not careful here. So we'll put that in, and we'll go ahead and put another road here just to make sure people can access the houses pretty easily here. And then it'd probably not be a bad idea to make sure that these guys can easily access the well too. In fact, maybe we can even, oh. Man, this music sounds like my phone. I keep getting thrown off by it. There's just like an undertone that sounds a lot like my phone ringing. Okay, we definitely need more farms. So let's go ahead and start putting some of those in. I'm gonna put in, we'll put in some farms. And then I think I'll actually put in an orchard as well. Those are nice to have because those won't flood. You can't really survive completely off of them. Oh goodness, we actually started to run out, but we should have them, yeah, they're replenishing the food store. Okay, so we definitely need to get in a granary though. Okay, small granary. I'm just gonna save up for the big one because those seem to be a little bit more helpful. We can chop down some of these, and that'll keep anybody from being idle as well. Alright, more stockpiles. See, I don't think the stockpile thing really affects much at this point, although it does help if things are far away to have a stockpile so they can store it sooner. And the granaries are like that, but for food. So we need a little bit more wood, and then we should be okay. I don't think this rain is too severe just yet. Alright. Yeah, I know. We're working on that. Yeah, the food is definitely at a dangerous point right now. But if we can just make it until harvest, then we should be okay. I'm actually going to put this right here. And that should help us with the food problem as well. We're completely out again. This happens sometimes. As long as it doesn't stay completely out, it's usually okay-ish. If you have to, you can go a little while without food, but obviously that's not something you want to keep as a long-term situation. Now I'm going to put the charcoal maker out here in a barren spot so that we can start adding that increase to the peasants' happiness here. So now our food stores are a little bit better once again, and they should get even better once we have a granary right across from here because that'll make it easier for them to store their food. Now, I'm actually really not happy with the placement in this tavern now. We'll deal with that in a bit, though. I'm going to start chopping some of these trees down. We really don't need them here because we have our foresters going over in this area. So we can get rid of some of those trees. And we don't really need another gate through here. This will be a gate eventually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another well. You can never have too many wells. There's always a use for a well in this game. And it never hurts to have too many. So we'll probably see... We might have 1, 2, 3. We might have another gate go here. I think that's what we'll do, is we'll run another road out this way, perhaps. And there will be another gate, and then the wall will come right here. That's not a bad setup. So we might put another, something in there, but for now, this will be okay. I don't generally like having 3x3s, but sometimes that's what ends up working. So, let's see. I think we'll probably actually wrap up this episode here because I think it's about that time again. And so we're going to go ahead and end off this here. So it's a little bit of a different video, a little different from anything we've really done on this channel. But if you guys have liked it, then be sure to let me know, because if you guys do like the series, I will be happy to continue it. If not, it's a fun little adventure just to try something kind of different. So I hope you guys have enjoyed Kingdoms and Castles. Make sure to let me know if you guys like it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.